What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Realistic Rumour of the Wrexham. This is episode number 60, and as you can see there, the Championship Player of the Month nominees are up. A couple of Leeds players, Norwich goalkeeper Angus Gunn and Jewison Bennett, the winger from Wrexham, who had a quiet start to the season for us. No goals or assists in his first 6 games, but the last 4, he's got 2 goals and 3 assists, so nice to see him hitting a bit of form. As we look at the league table here, 10 games in, we are 9th right now. 4 wins, 4 draws, just 2 defeats, which is good to see. But yeah, we're still we're drawing too many games for my liking, and we need to turn some of those draws into wins if we want to get promoted. As you can see at the top of the table there, Leeds 10 wins from 10. They are just smashing it this season. Looking at the October calendar, today you'll see us face Watford, Luton, Birmingham and Leicester, so a tough couple of games. As Josh Earl comes to us and says, look boss, I want to play this next one against Watford. Look Josh, you've kind of lost your place now in the team, so I don't think that's going to happen, unfortunately. As you can see here, Watford 11th in the table right now, 4-4-2 record just like us, and they have won 2 of their last 5 league games. We sold Patrick Roberts to them. He's not even in the Watford squad, interestingly enough. For us, though, in terms of our team, we are unchanged from the side that beat Preston in the last game of last episode. In the last episode, we won 2 of our 4 games. We did lose to Leeds, and there was a draw in there as well. But yeah, looking to build off a decent start after 10 league games. Well, 24 minutes on the clock, Yuri Regier would whip in an absolutely disgusting ball. And Jewison Bennett, he's up for Player of the Month. His hot streak continues. 3 goals and 3 assists in the last 5 games. Now, what a ball from Yuri Regier. Absolutely outrageous. That's his 6th, his 6th assist from right back already. Fantastic from him. Jewison Bennett grabbing his 6th goal involvement in his last 5 as well. So, fantastic start here at Vicarage Road, but it would be Watford who would equalise. 32 minutes on the clock. This one frustrated me because a cross came in and I'm controlling the man at the front, right? And the ball come in and the game has changed who I'm controlling. So I think it might have even been Bennett at the front that I was controlling, and I knew that I would clear it with him. But then the game changed who I was controlling. So then their player got a free header and put it in the back of the net. It was just a bit of a frustrating little blip that happened in the game. Well, we would, after that goal, we would get back into the driving seat, and Paul Mullin would have a couple of decent chances. His first touch, he was actually through 1-on-1, but it was a baggy touch and the keeper got there. Then we won the ball back from the clearance from the keeper, and then Paul Mullin put his shot wide, and then Watford on the stroke of half time would go 2-1 up. A beautiful through ball, I'll be honest. Yuri Regier absolutely embarrassed here. Well, just the ball was just perfect, and then the finish, Fotheringham nowhere to be seen once again, and on the stroke of half time, the Vicarage Road faithful are sent into delirium. Well, going into the second half, we would kick off as we did in the first, dominating, and Marlin would set up Divine for the first chance of the second half, but his long distance shot is saved and tipped around the post. But the danger isn't done yet. You know how dangerous we are from corners. Jewison Bennett on the in-swinger from the right-hand side, left footer, swings it in. Paul Mullin, it's in! Paul Mullin got there, and Bachmann, the Watford goalkeeper, got 2 strong hands onto it. He won't want to see this replay, but we do. He kind of just moves away from the ball. That's kind of a very, very weird goal, but I'm not complaining. We'll take it. Paul Mullin grabs another goal and another header. That's his 7th goal of the season, and all 7 have been headers. How ridiculous is that? Bennett's 4th assist and 7th goal involvement in his last 5, and then we grab the go-ahead goal, 3-2 here. Jewison Bennett once again involved, and we've turned it around. 2 goals in 15 minutes. What a pass from Wes Fotheringham to start this out. A beautiful touch from Rocco, and then the run from Alex Lowry into the box was perfect. He put it across to Jewison, and he could not miss. 4 goals, 4 assists in his last 5 for Bennett, and we have turned this one on its head. But I mean, talk about an absolute scramble here. We could just not get this out. Fotheringham with a huge save, but Watford keep just pushing it, and Mara's shot is saved by Fotheringham, but Watford put in the rebound. Just an absolute ridiculousness of of a sequence, and Watford level. And then Fotheringham came up with a huge save in the 89th minute, and then deep into injury time, Bennett driving down the right. He has Cox at the back stick. He finds Cox. Oh, what a save by Bachmann. He's made up for that error. And his team bombard him because they know how big that save was. Corner comes in though, danger's not gone yet. Regier cleared out and headed out. Is that going to be the full-time whistle? Yes, it is. So we kick off episode 60 with a 3-3 draw. What a game this was. It went back and forth. Both teams led. Both teams had chances to win it at the death. But at the end, both teams share the points. A great game for Jewison Bennett. He's been absolutely phenomenal. 2 goals and an assist for Jewison as he continues his hot streak. Mullin with the other goal as well. As we mentioned, it's crazy. Mullin's got 7 goals this season, and all 7 have been headers, which is just mental. He can't score with his feet anymore, apparently. But yet another draw, 5 from 11. Only 2 defeats in the first 11, which is positive, but we need to turn some of those draws into victories. As we see towards the top end of the table, Swansea still unbeaten, our Welsh rivals. What a turnaround they've had. I think last season they finished 16th, and I know we're early doors yet, but they've been very good. Leicester still unbeaten as well, and Leeds actually lost. They have been beaten, so they are 10 wins from 11. As we look at the players' stats after 11 games, Joel Perreault of Leeds, he has 12 goals in 9 games. That is absolutely ridiculous. Paul Mullin, 7 in 11, as we mentioned. 7 headers. As we head into the second game of the episode, it is Luton. The Hatters are third right now. 7 wins from their opening 11 as they look for a return to the Premier League. 3-2-0 in their last 5 as well, so they are going to be hot in form. We make just one change. Smallbone in for Devine, who he's been a little quiet to start off this season, so we drop Devine to the bench. Will Smallbone comes in at centre mid. And that is the only change. Well, 10 minutes in, we would have a free kick, and you would see a player would go down in the box. It would be the new signing, Jacob Greaves. He got back up, but he didn't look himself, so we brought him off for Josh Earl, who comes in at left centre back. Hopefully, fingers crossed, that isn't a bad injury for him, as Will Smallbone's absolutely taken out here. We're talking about potential injuries for new players. You know, Smallbone absolutely crunched by the captain, Sarkisyan, who receives a yellow card for that. I mean, that could have been a red card. That was absolutely outrageous. And then from the resulting free kick, not quite as we had planned. I haven't quite nailed down those free kicks yet. Regier ends up dinking it to the near post. It's flicked on by Vatter, I believe, and then Lowry volleys home. That's actually quite a nice routine if we meant it, but we get the go-ahead goal and we lead Luton 1-0 at the Racecourse Ground. Well, the lead wouldn't last long, and Adebayo would completely undress. I think that was Josh Earl. He just absolutely mugged him off, dropped the shoulder, and Adebayo grabs. He makes it 1-1. Sorry, it was Kwanzaa that he mugged off, not Josh Earl. But Luton would be level, and then another big tackle going in from their regen captain, Sarkisyan, who is on a yellow already. I mean, this is surely a second yellow. Well, the ref actually gives him a straight red. The captain's off. He's absolutely lost his head there. Could have been sent off for the first tackle, gets sent off for the second tackle. And he receives his march-in orders. And Jacob Brown is off for Ross Barkley as Luton reshuffle their team, having to play a whole half with 10 men. Well, into the second half, and Regier would find Mullin with a cross. That R and M connection not quite linking up just yet for another goal as we look to apply the pressure with the extra man. Well, the second half was frustrating. Luton, they had 10 men behind the ball. Well, sorry, 9 men behind the ball, and then obviously the goalkeeper as well. They were just absolutely flawless. I couldn't get through them, didn't create too many chances, and actually Chong created a decent chance for himself. The visitors could have snatched all 3 points. And then Lowry drives into the box and has an effort on the outside of his boot. I think he scored a goal like that a couple episodes ago. I can't remember who it was against. But yeah, unfortunately, he doesn't score this time. And goal kick goes long and the referee blows full time. A pretty dead second half and a disappointing one. You know, we seem to be drawing a lot of games this season. And having played 45 minutes against an opposition with less players, we should be winning those games. I know that Luton have been good this season, 7 wins from their first 11, but we should be winning that game against 10 men. Unfortunately not though, and it is yet another draw. Back-to-back draws to start off this episode. As we see here, thankfully Jacob Greaves' injury is only a bruised elbow and he's out for 5 days, as I think we're just about to enter an international break as well, which is perfect. So Greaves should be available for the next one. Well, we dropped down to 12 after that one. Leicester and Swansea still unbeaten. Leeds back on the winning road, 11 wins from 12. Greaves comes to us after his little injury and after the break, says, look boss, I'm fit to start, and Josh Earl says that he wants to play. We will go with Greaves though, and we do make a couple of changes here as Smallbone and Vatter on international duty with Ireland. I was actually going to start Smallbone again and drop Devine, but because of Vatter and Smallbone being out on international duty, Devine will start and he's actually pushed up to Cam. Lowry will go to right wing to replace Vatter, and James Milner will come in at CDM alongside Koulibaly. Cox and Evans are on the bench for this one. Well, Birmingham 14th right now in the Championship, 4 wins, 3 draws, 5 defeats as they sit in 15th place. Well, after Mullin had a good chance blocked by Saunderson early doors, we would go 1-0 up, 21 minutes on the clock. Alfie Devine, wasn't going to start the game. He now starts it in Cam as well. And he gets the go-ahead goal. Just his second goal of the season. Paul Mullin with the assist. And then after that goal, we just continued to dominate Birmingham, to be honest. We had a corner come in. Keeper came for it, got nowhere near, but the header got cleared off the line. Then Regier's shot went well over. And then Paul Mullin actually smashed the bar with a shot as we could have gone 2-0 up. Going into the second half, and the hosts would level. Dembele, a nice assist from James as well, and he would draw Birmingham level. And then that goal just seemed to galvanise the team. And as you can hear, the St Andrews crowd getting right behind their team as they look for the go-ahead goal here, and the goal that potentially could give them the win. Well, West Frotheringham coming up with a huge save from the corner. And then as we enter the 90th minute, Koulibaly with a crunching tackle, but the free kick was already given, and Elliot Cox subbed on. Can he have a magical moment here? The Youth Academy graduate. His shot is hits the wall, but it's collected. Bennett to Alfie Devine. Can he hit it? Alfie Devine! What a strike. The man who wasn't even going to start this game comes into the side, plays in a more attacking position, and he grabs a brace, and he gives us all 3 points. 90 plus minutes on the clock. The free kick is blocked. Bennett collects it. He grabs another assist. What form he's been in recently, Jewison. Finds Alfie Devine right inside of the box. And he absolutely smashes this one home. What a finish from the youngster. Voted Young Player of the Year last year for Wrexham by you guys in the comments. His shot will surely give us all 3 points. And yes, the referee blows full time there. And it's a big 3 points at St Andrews. I remember we got a big win here last season. We've got another big one here today. An Alfie Devine brace. Either side of a Dembele equaliser for Birmingham. And it's just a huge win. It's a huge win. We avoid a 3rd consecutive draw. And Alfie Devine, all the plaudits to you, Alfie. We weren't going to start you. We end up doing because the boys are on international duty. And you've delivered with 2 goals. Maybe we need to be playing Alfie Devine and Cam. Let me know in the comments. What do you think? Should we be starting Devine and Cam? Maybe drop Lowry? Maybe get Smallbone in the midfield? Well, looking at the league table, we're up to 6th now in the playoff spots, but it is very early days indeed. 21 points on the board. Just 2 defeats from the first bunch of games. I'm very happy with how we're going early doors. Like I said, if we can convert the draws into victories, I'll be very, very thrilled. And I think we'll be able to compete for this championship promotion race, because it's going to be a tight one. So many teams up there competing. And, well, one of those teams are Leicester, who we're playing now. 4th and final game of the episode. Leicester, by the way, have an absolutely outrageous team. They have Victor Boniface, who's just helped Leverkusen go an unbeaten Bundesliga season and win the title for the first time in their history. They've got Ansu Fati, who's Barcelona's number 10, and Arda Güler, who's a Real Madrid star in the making, and he's making a name for himself for Turkey at the Euros right now. They did get dumped out of the quarterfinals by Netherlands, who will face England. Come on, England. Let me know in the comments if you've been watching the Euros, by the way. Hopefully, England can do the job on Wednesday and get to another back-to-back Euros final. Well, Leicester, they would take the lead in this one. We mentioned the star power they have up front. I mean, those players should not be playing in the Championship. they were battering us, and they did take a 1-0 lead. Dennis Pratt, actually, with all that quality, it was Dennis Pratt with a beautiful cushioned pass along the floor into the far corner, an assist from Fatty. They pressed us so high, and they grabbed the go-ahead goal. We would equalise, though, just 9 minutes later, Rocco Vata converting Paul Mullins' pass, and it was a better spell after we conceded. And actually, on Rocco Vata, I've just seen that Watford, I believe, are signing him in real life, which is really cool to see. I love it when the players that are using career modes get signed, in real life by either the team I'm controlling or just, get signed in general. And Rocco Vata, I think he's heading to Vicarage Road, so it'll be interesting to see how he plays for Watford in real life. Well, the lead wouldn't last too long. Leicester would go back in front. Boniface with the goal 9 minutes before the break. But then Paul Muller with his first non-headed goal of the season. Let's go, Paul. He would make it his 8th league goal of the season, first with his foot. And both goals, by the way, were started by Greaves winning the ball back with the headers. So do not overlook Jacob Greaves' impact in this team. Regier with yet another assist, his 7th of the season. And then just over the hour mark, Leicester would take the lead for the 3rd time. A really well worked set piece routine here. Gula would be part of the set piece trio out on the far right side, wouldn't touch the ball. They would play on. He would just run through and then convert. It was a really well put together goal. I can't lie. But with 87 minutes on the clock, Rocco Vata would grab his 2nd goal of the game. What a finish. Another assist by Regier. 5th goal of the season by Vata as he smashes it in off the post. Regier with yet another assist as well, his 8th for the campaign. And Fotheringham collects the ball in the last couple of seconds and clears it away as the referee blows full time. A 3-3 draw. This episode started with a 3-3 draw. It ends with a 3-3 draw. And what a crazy one as well. Leicester led 3 times. I mean, we touched on their firepower up top. This team should not be playing in the Championship. They should be in the Premier League. They remain unbeaten. Fair play to them. I think it's 14 games unbeaten now for Leicester. 7 wins, 7 draws. They have been a phenomenal start off this campaign. But we galvanised. It was a tough period against a team who they pressed very high as well. I actually really struggled to break their press. They took the lead 3 times, but we came back. We showed character, and Rocco Vata with the brace. Really enjoyed him being back from international duty. He grabs a couple of goals. And really, really fantastic to see. Although, positives and negatives to take from this episode. You got the likes of Regier. He got another couple of assists this episode. He's on 8 now. I think he got 3 assists this episode. Vata with a couple of goals. Jewison Bennett continued his hot form. And we went the episode unbeaten. But 1 win, 3 draws, and that 1 win required a 92nd minute winner, so it could have been 4 draws, and one of those draws was against a 10-man Luton as well. So we need to find a way to turn these draws into victories, because we're drawing half our games right now, 7 draws from 14, only losing 2. The defense is it's getting there. There's still a couple there's a couple positions I want to improve in the defense, but it is getting there. If we can convert some of those draws into victories, we will be competing. But Leeds, 1 defeat from 14, Leicester unbeaten, Swansea unbeaten. This is going to be a difficult season to get promoted, so we cannot afford to be dropping points. So, yeah, hopefully in the next episode we can start converting into wins. But that will be it for today's episode 60. I hope you're enjoying this series, guys. If you are, drop a like on the video. Sub to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in episode 61 very soon.